All right, so if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, this video might be exactly what you need to see in order to finally do so. I really believe that by not starting a channel, you're missing out on so many skills and lessons that would allow you to grow and reach your full potential as a person. I genuinely believe that the lessons and skills that I'm about to share are not something that you can learn from school. It's really only something you can learn through, through life and working hard. And YouTube, a YouTube channel happens to basically cover all those points. The reason I want to share this is because I'm a dropout. I didn't, I'm a self-taught person, and I get a lot of people coming to me these days asking me how to start a business, how I did it, and in a country where I don't speak the language. So just to give a bit of context, when I was 18, I was still in high school. I was struggling. I had to do twice the same year back and forth all over again. And eventually I dropped out. My father kicked my ass, pushed me back into it. I tried also to go for college, and that again, I completely failed, which eventually led me to try to start a new life in Canada and start to live abroad. I basically then navigated life through, learning sales, and eventually I landed in Japan now about 6 years ago, where I run my own business, which is a recruitment agency. And yeah, like I said, everything that I'm about to share, I had to learn it through a lot of luck, because I just had to constantly push. I didn't have any options. There's a lot of things that people give me credit for when it comes to, for example, doing door-to-door sales and doing hardcore commission-only jobs. I get credit for it, but the reality is I didn't have any choice. I didn't have a degree. I didn't have like nobody was offering me a job that was paying a base salary for. Nevertheless, I ended up learning a lot of lessons, and I developed a lot of skills that I believe you can learn through building up a YouTube channel. And so this is what I want to talk about today, basically. Um, I'm doing more and more of those raw, vlog style videos. It's a bit windy, so hopefully the sound won't be too bad. But anyway, the first thing that I believe YouTube can teach you, and is an extremely valuable skill to have, is consistency. Like if you look at all the big YouTubers out there, they constantly say it like nothing happens without consistency, and I believe that consistency is something that it's kind of hard to learn, because again, at school, like you tend to study very hard for an exam and then you're done. It's kind of a lot of short bursts efforts. But YouTube is all about constantly showing up regardless of the results. You have to build up the process and fall in love with the process instead of chasing results. And I think YouTube is such a good exercise for that. uh, Another thing that I believe is so valuable when it comes to starting a YouTube channel is that it will teach you about vulnerability. Like I believe that having the ability to be vulnerable is a skill. It really is a skill. It forces you to be humble. It forces you to be self-aware of your limitations, and it also forces you to put yourself out there, which is a hard thing to do. I think a lot of people, don't achieve much in life because they're just so scared of being judged, and I think it's a shame. So having, building up that muscle of being vulnerable through a YouTube channel is such a blessing. I mean, it's something that I discovered only recently, and I wish I started a YouTube channel before, because the amount of things that I'm starting to do now for business, but in general, I don't see any limitation anymore to whatever I want to achieve, because I'm just not scared anymore to be judged. And so vulnerability is a skill, and YouTube will help you build it up more than anything I can think of. Another thing goes with resilience. I believe that resilience is another muscle slash skill that YouTube will help you to build, because you will make so many videos, you'll put a lot of efforts, and every time you will think this is the one, and the harsh reality will hit you, where your click-through rate will be terrible, your retention will be terrible. Like, I mean, I make all those videos and none of them will probably ever go as well as I hope for. uh, And this is the reason why now I don't want to put too much effort into editing. I just want to put a lot of effort into sharing, what I believe is a valuable message that could hopefully change someone's life out there through my learnings. So I don't expect this video to go viral, and that's okay. I am building that resilience, and I am doing it consistently. I am vulnerable. Like, I'm putting this camera down and I'm not trying to have the best lighting on me, or I don't care. And so just by making this simple vlog style video, I'm already crossing so many boxes, and growing as a person. The other thing that I believe YouTube will teach you, and this is a big one in my opinion, when you're at school, all you do is input, right? You're studying, you're learning, and eventually you get tested on how well you digest information. But the reality is that in the real life, you're only judged by your output. All that matters is your output, and YouTube is all about output. You can have the best video ideas, you can have the best projects, but if you don't upload and don't share, nothing matters. And I think this is something that a lot of people seem to get caught into these days, because intelligence is free, right? I mean, with LLMs, with AI, like, knowledge is free, and people seem to still believe that being productive equals studying. And it's not. You gotta do stuff, you gotta produce, you gotta create, and YouTube will absolutely make you more aware of that. You gotta press record. You gotta start somewhere. Start small. And again, starting small will cover the vulnerability aspect. It will also allow you to realize that you gotta suck to be good at something. Like, there's no shortcuts. There just isn't. I don't know why, personally, it took me so long in life to realize those things. But again, through a YouTube channel, you will learn those things hands-on. The other thing that I see as a big skill that you will develop through YouTube is adaptability. Like, you need to learn the new tools out there. You need to know, what's trending, what kind of format works. Like, you cannot just operate in your own little bubble. Like, you need to listen to your audience, what they value. And there's just so much to it, again, where you grow through feedback. It's so powerful. Like, you can't just be stubborn and keep trying the same thing. You have to constantly evolve and try new things, at least if you want to grow the channel, which is something I personally want to do, because again, if you do something, just do it properly, like, and try to have an impact on people's lives, right? Another one, and it's probably going to be the last one that I want to talk about, is that YouTube will teach you how to communicate in an efficient way. Like, it will force you to really try to structure your messages. And I believe that if I had to think about one skill that really changed my life, is the ability to sell. And communication is sales. And so through YouTube, you will learn to sell. You will learn to captivate an audience and to, keep their attention, etc. Like, show value to people. And the amount of people that I meet that are actually extremely talented, extremely smart, but still never reach the freedom that they hope for, it tends to be because they don't know how to sell. And so YouTube will actually allow you to learn that. So anyway, I could go on, but I think at this point, my main message is that if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, seriously, don't wait. Even if nobody is ever watching your videos, even if you get, 5, 10, 20 views, whatever, the lessons will still come. You will still learn and develop the skills. You will still have an impact on other people's lives. And you will be better at life. Like, I genuinely believe that. And so, like I said, I just put the camera down, wanted to share this in the hope that it helps someone out there. And if it does resonate, if it helps you to finally find the courage to start your own journey, let me know. This is something I want to celebrate. And yeah, like I said, I don't expect this to go, like super viral or anything. I genuinely just want to help that one person out there who's thinking of starting and needs that final little push where they're questioning, is it worth my time? Hell yeah, it's absolutely worth your time. Go for it. Just go. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.